Of all the slimes, I think I hate the yellow one the most, simply because not only does it spits at you with dissolving acid, which already does a ton of damage, it throws you fire arrows, which after a couple of fire bells, ridiculous damage. Oh, and we have another magic tablet. How wonderful. What would be great now would be a level 1 fire tablet, or any tablet that has fire arrows on it, because she needs that as another spell ingredient. You might see me using the same set of moves repeatedly. You know, like just now, I kept using kick, 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 and earth veil. Like this one. Because if a character ends up using combos, you know, these kinds of combos over and over, the combo rate will increase, even if it's ever so slightly, you know. Using it like hundreds of times or something. Ooh, I always have sleep mastered. Keep going. And lock doors. What do you use for lock doors? The locksmith skill, of course. So, Laura's up for this one. Wonderful. And we jump in. Oh my god, it's a trap. Yeah. Rest for a bit. Have a search for treasure. Nothing here except for a monster. Yep, this boat quest seems to have monsters moving in from, I think, from either the entrances. Well, you can stay here and farm for as long as you like, but it's not a good idea at this particular moment because we're doing a run through. So yeah, and I think it's more than plenty to get good level panels by exploring around the entire ship.
Didn't even put up a fight.
I don't know why, but these level 2 demons are a lot easier to handle than the level 4 book type ones.
Well done.
Yes, now Judy has her sleep skill learned. So it's time to change the magic tablet to the forbidden one. I'm not gonna bother learning anything from the earth magic tablet for now. Simply because there's not a lot of spells on there that you could use. It's actually more important to learn the component spells for Magic Blender, because eventually I'm going to get rid of all these magic tablets. place more useful tiles on them. Well, I think I'm gonna be doing a lot of same old stuff. So I think I'll shove off the boredom with a little bit of a discussion of what makes a good character and what makes a bad character. What it boils down to actually are the stats. A character's most important stat is his or her LP. And what it is that LP, if you have low LP, you really should consider not using the character. Because by the time of the final battle, the boss would be draining your LP by quite a lot. I mean, something like 5 to 6 LP per turn, per single turn. So to avoid that, you need to use a character with higher LP. Usually I recommend characters with 10 or more LP. 10 should be the minimum. And that's why, despite her great other stats, Michelle is quite a risky choice because she has only 6 LP. So she is probably hard pressed to survive more than a turn. I've never used Michelle, in any of her quests, but by no means is it an easy choice. I mean, Michelle has her strength and skill maximized, and those stats are the second most important thing a character could have. Actually, they may even be more important than LP because that's how much damage they could deal. Now, this is where it gets confusing for new players because, wait a minute, how do you determine a character's strength? I mean, they've got strength growth and they've got skill growth, but how do you know in advance which character is good with what stat? It's all determined by a character's innate growth. If you check out their panels, which I'll show you later, it will say their current strength as well as their innate strength growth, which is a maximum of 5, and it's can go anything from 0 to 5. And when you place some panels at the end of the quest, a character will then use his innate growth as a multiplier to determine his actual strength, or his actual skill in this matter. And anyways, strength and skill, they are the most important thing you should consider when you're trying to build a melee character, because it determines what choice of weapons they use and what kind of builds you should use for them. But in a lot of cases, a character will have bad strength and bad skill, and usually they're better suited as either mages or damage tanks. So it's actually, there's a lot more, there's way more to it than that. So the strength and skill of a character usually does tell of how useful a character could be in a certain way. But you also have to take into account their elemental growth, which is the third most important thing you should consider when picking a character. Elemental growth, and not magic growth. Elemental growth is what determines whether a character becomes a good mage or not. And lastly is a character's weight, which is a hidden stat, which determines what kind of melee line they use. But we'll talk about all of that in due course. For now, I'll just finish off this video and perhaps see you in the next. Bye.